Have you ever had a day so good that you wish that you could just bottle it up in little capsules into pill form so that you could just take it and pop it on a day that you feel low? Well, that was today. Hey y'all, I am Brittany and this is I Am BMC. I am becoming, manifesting, changing, and thank you for joining. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and like this video so that you can see what's coming next. Today I had a top tier day, and I have good days often. But I think that today was especially great because of how all of the things layered and culminated into this one ultimate experience. So I started out the day with a walk. I love fitness. I love to be outdoors, and I love my dog. I took her on a walk, and because I needed the day to be as smooth as possible, I sent her to boarding so I could be stress-free. Following sending my dog to boarding, I went to a group meditation. I follow Dr. Joe Dispenza's meditations and his teachings, which focuses on the science behind meditation. It's like this perfect blend to me of the spiritual and the scientific world, so that even though I am into the woo-woo, I am a new age hippie, and I don't really need an explanation about why things work. But Dr. Joe's work does give you an explanation. And something about that solidifies my belief even more. And I love that for myself. I have been connected to a group that does and follows Dr. Joe's work here in Atlanta. And this group meets up bi-weekly. And we, this week, met up at the EE Systems. One of the meditators in the group owns the facility. And today it was just full. I made it in just enough time to start the meditation. I mean, I literally floated in the space, saw some familiar faces, and smiled and was greeted by just a lot of love, just in time to put on my blindfold and start the meditation with the group. The energy was so powerful. It was so thick. And I believe that today we did a meditation called Changing Beliefs and Perceptions. This particular meditation, you work on thinking about something, a thought that you have about yourself that you want to change. And during the meditation, you think of what you want to replace that with, and you have the time to experience it. And I've been meditating consistently for a very long time, but since I returned from the meditation retreat, I went to a Cancun advanced follow-up meditation just a few weeks ago. And there at the retreat, you do 3 meditations a day, and it's incredible. But since I've been back, I've been maintaining doing my meditations every single day. So my energy has been really high. But today, there was 30 something people in the room, and it felt like I was back at the retreat. And it's not that I need all of those other bodies, but having those other bodies there is so great. So not only did I have this incredible meditation with these people that I'm so grateful to be connected to, when I left the meditation, there was a group of Black women there. And this is the most Black women I've seen in this group at once. And even a few of them that normally go, they'd already left. But we were there just kind of chopping it up. It's so beautiful to connect with other Black people who are interested in this work. Because although it's a diverse space, what I will say with my experience with personal development, meditation, yoga, it's not always a lot of us there. And I find community within varying types of people, but I love when there's a bit of home. So I left that experience feeling very full to connect with other sisters. And in fact, two of them were sorors of mine. So that was like just like a little icing on the cake, a little cherry on top. After that, I left to spend some time with myself and have some coffee, a delicious cup of coffee, and to plan my week. And I sat in Starbucks and I just chilled for a little bit until my next thing. I got most of my planning for the week done, but it was just good to have a moment just to sit and think and respond, right? Because sometimes when I respond to my social media or like comments, or it's like feels like work, but this time like I just had there to sit and engage with other people that I follow and return comments, and it was just like a nice moment. After that though, I met up with a group of breast cancer survivors. If this is your first time seeing me, I am a breast cancer survivor. In July of 2022, July 7th, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. That day changed my life, but it also was the day that I chose to live. So through my cancer journey, I actually didn't communicate with a lot of people who were on the same journey I was. That was really an effort to protect my peace, to protect my positivity. And I found this group of young survivors that has been really dope. It's all Black women who have had breast cancer or are currently going through it. And there are quite a few of us here in Atlanta, and we've never met up. We all meet virtually. So finally, after several months, I've been in that group probably close to 2 years now. And we finally linked up. And it was really beautiful because I'm past the point of feeling very sensitive about people's outlook about cancer, because that is over for me, right? Like that moment is over. I am in a space where I can provide amazing support, but I have just enough distance from it that it feels like, I remember, but still close enough to it where it's like, I remember. The group was 5 of us. One had her experience in 2007, so she's had a great distance. 2 of us are just beyond, and there were 2 that were still in treatment. And I was grateful to share space with these beautiful ladies today, to be able to remember how blessed I am to be here, to know that I am welcome and included in a community that I never asked to be a part of, and that's okay. It was a great reminder about how quickly your life can be different. You can have a 5-year plan, you have all these things that you want and plan for your life. But as soon as someone says you're diagnosed with cancer, all your plans change quickly. So I'm just grateful to be here and to be able to start a new plan. And after that, I left them to go to a play. Now, I'm an actor. Theater has been my life since I was 14 years old. And when I'm in the theater watching a show, I am just as engaged and involved as if I was in the show. This is actually a show that I auditioned for. It was called Bust. It's a world premiere. It's a beautiful show. And the reason why this show was so incredible for me is it touches so many things that are important to me. Blackness, the plight of Black people in America, Black family, Black trauma, Black love, Black thought, Black culture, But what also was embedded in this show that I don't think I necessarily got when I read it, it is so deeply entrenched with meditation and creating your own reality. This channel is I Am BMC. I am becoming, manifesting, changing. And that is all because of my beliefs about meditation and what it can do for your life. And all of these things that I experienced today, with the play culminating in these same messages, like, even more, like, I have this belief, is so strong, that my life is magic. And when I went to book these tickets, it was a pay what you can night. And a pay what you can night in theater just means, like, whatever you want to pay for the tickets. And when I went to go book it, like, I wasn't allowed to change the number. And that was weird. And I was like, it's only allowing me to pay $0 for this. So I go to Will Call to pick up the tickets. And I'm like, the pay what you can wouldn't allow me to change the number, but I want to pay some money now. And she goes and she looks at my tickets and she's like, well, that's weird. And I was like, what? She was like, well, one, it won't allow me to let you pay. She was like, so this is a gift. And I was like, okay. She was like, but also, this wasn't a pay what you can night. That was on the 14th and the 18th. And I realized, like, that was just for me. I could have thought about it as like, oh, it's a glitch in the system or blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, I created today. Today was for me. And even in the play, there's this idea that as we are recreating our own realities, we really have to create what is best for ourselves. And I think oftentimes we are so busy considering the needs, the desires, the thoughts of other people. And today touched all of the things that are important to me. And I feel like it's crazy because one of the other things that's very important to me is family and friends. And I mean, like, the people, like, are really close to me, like, and they weren't involved. They weren't involved in my day in any significant way. Of course, I talked to my very close family and friends at some point, but my whole day was centered around me. And it was perfect. It was centered around everything that I love. And I love that for myself. So I don't know if you've had any magic days lately. But one of the things that I think contributed to this day is the fact that, yeah, I've been meditating like crazy, but today I was focused on my joy, my comfort, my peace, my safety, my entertainment. And I think that I can encapsulate this day in some way and continue to create days like this. And I hope that you do too. My whole focus in life is creating a life that I don't need a vacation from. And today, this weekend, this month has been a life that I don't need a vacation from. I hope you get that too.